What is our next topic today?
Yeah, next up is from Finn Barrett. Greetings from Ireland. Been a fan since the AMC days. Out of all the actors last year, John David Washington, in my opinion, was definitely the standout in BlackKklansman. I just read that he has signed on to star in Christopher Nolan's next film, dated for July 2020. I was wondering what you all think, and will this be his second chance at a Best Actor nomination?
Yeah, so, okay, talk about things that everybody's excited about. Christopher Nolan's new movie's coming. It's being described as a high-concept, high-action film, a tentpole, high-concept, big action film that they're planting in the summer of 2020. So we're just a little over a year away from this thing coming out. They're going to start shooting this thing pretty soon. So everybody's already super excited about this. I love BlackKklansman. It was my number 2 favorite movie of the year. Just behind A Quiet Place for me. BlackKklansman was my number 2 favorite film of the year. I was over the moon when we saw it get so much Oscar love and all that kind of stuff. I was super happy that Green Book won Best Picture, but I would have been a little bit more happy if BlackKklansman had won it, but whatever. John David Washington, his chemistry with Adam, why am I forgetting? Adam Driver.
The best.
Was so good. I mean, it was so good. And to hear the reports come out today that he is going to lead this new Christopher Nolan film, I think is utterly fantastic. Because what he brought to BlackKklansman, I thought was just incredible. And I remember, it's funny because we're coming out of it and Anne says to me, the only thing that bothered me a little bit sometimes in the movie was it sounded like the lead guy was trying to do a Denzel Washington impersonation. It's like, he's Denzel Washington's son. And she's like, oh yeah, wouldn't that be funny? I'm like, no, really. That's John David Washington is Denzel Washington's kid. She goes, oh, so he's got royalty in his blood. I love that. Now, Ashley, I know you loved BlackKklansman. I know that film stood out to you. So what do you think about hearing that he's going to be coming out and leading a Christopher Nolan film?
I mean, I couldn't be more excited. I loved BlackKklansman and I love Christopher Nolan, and the merger of these two people, it's going to be phenomenal. I can't wait.
Rob, you hear about this news. What's your first reaction, your first instinct on this?
Well, again, Christopher Nolan's movies have been pretty impeccably cast. I mean, all the way back to even Following. Yeah. So when he casts somebody in a movie, there's a reason why. And I'm sure that, look, no one knows what this movie's about. It's very secretive. It just ups my enthusiasm level. I mean, it's funny. We all talk about how there's all this controversy going on about movies in general, whether it's Star Wars or Captain Marvel. But on the other hand, you have guys that are making like Christopher Nolan who are still out there being secretive. You've got guys like Quentin Tarantino making Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. We still have an embarrassment of riches, and there's still so much as we as fans, movie fans, that we can get excited about. And this is one of those things I'm excited about when you see casting like this after coming off of BlackKklansman. And then, I mean, if Christopher Nolan deemed him worthy, it's going to be, you already know that whatever ingredients are in this mix, this is a movie that's gone straight to the top of my must-see list. So what's also
interesting here is that there's other reports floating around right now that they may be looking at Robert Pattinson as a co-lead in this, which I think would be incredible. If you remember, just recently we were talking about Robert Pattinson because some speculation had started going around because there was some thought given out there that maybe Robert Pattinson might play Batman, and that got going on. Boss Logic was the one who kind of floated that rumor, and it got a few people very excited because they know there's still some people who go, Robert Pattinson, he's the guy from Twilight.
He's the guy from Good Time.
Shut up. He has done like 7 incredible indie films that he has been remarkable in. This dude is legit. And if it does work out, and I don't know that it is or not, so we don't want to spend too much time on it, but if it does work out and it's Christopher Nolan casting the dude, that should shut everybody up. But I mean, again, just the idea of Washington leading this film, it gets me even more excited, and I cannot wait to find out a little bit more information about it.